a spontaneous live, but I want to show you all how it happens. Sometimes people wonder, how does it happen? How do you meet people? Um, and so forth. So we're about to lose some daylight and I want to get moving, but I want to share with you all what's going on and how it came about. But let me get moving here. So what's going on is I got a message from a senior citizen couple, and they need some firewood. That's how they keep their house warm. And this was yesterday. And so I told them I would look into. I don't have any firewood, but my neighbor, let me show you this, but I got to get moving. My neighbor has firewood. And so this morning before I went to church, I went down to my neighbor house and I told him somebody want to buy some firewood. And I was trying to see if he would sell some of his because this couple, they need heat. This is how they keep their house warm. And it's cold, y'all. Well, when I told my neighbor what was going on, and y'all, this is a testament of how it happens, okay? This is just God. This has nothing to do with me. I went to my neighbor because I don't have any firewood. And I guess firewood is expensive. I don't know. But when I told my neighbor about this couple who needs some firewood, he let me get some of his firewood for free. He was like, I'm not going to charge them if you're trying to keep people warm. So I'm like, it's like, wow, right? And he got a bunch of it. I mean, let me see if y'all can see it. Let me see. I don't know if you can see way down there over my head. It's a stack. It's a stack of firewood down there. A huge stack. But anyway, I got some pieces from him. And what I'm about to do is take this firewood now, because he asked me, he was like, are they going to need it delivered or they going to pick it up? And I told him if they wind up buying some, excuse me, I said, I'm going to be the one that's going to deliver it. But for right now, he let me go ahead and get some free pieces. So I don't know anything about firewood, but I got 15 pieces out of there. And also he gave me a little history about firewood where he told me some of it isn't ready yet. He said you have to let it sit out, but he got some that's ready. And so what I'm about to do now is take this firewood, the 15 pieces, and I told him, I said, I'll pay for this right here, but he told me no. He was like, no. He said, he said, if you're trying to keep somebody warm, I'm not going to charge you. That's just the simplest way I can put it that he said. If you trying to keep somebody warm, because he know what I do, okay? He's my neighbor. He know that I be helping people out. So he was like, this is what we do. So that is a blessing, and we losing daylight. So I'm about to take this wood to these people now. I'm trying not to mess up the phone, y'all, so I can drive. Give me a second. So y'all gonna have to stay with me here so I can drive before we lose too much daylight. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Uh, uh, uh. But I'm about to run this wood down here to these people. I was gonna drop the wood off earlier. I know somebody like, why you just not dropping it off? When I got out of church, I was gonna see. Here's the thing: they don't know that I'm surprising them with some free wood. So when I got out of church, I told them I was about to stop by, and they told me that they was about to go meet their son or something, and so I came on home, and then I wind up having to text them and then tell them while I was gonna come by, right? I had to just go ahead and let them know that I was. And so they asked me, well, how much do I owe you? And I told them no charge. So they kind of ruined my surprise, but it's not my surprise, y'all. Because again, I don't have any firewood or whatever, and I don't know anything about how much firewood costs and if it's expensive. Like I don't know any of that. But I just knew when they asked about it, I knew my neighbor, he has tons of firewood, and the fact that he was willing, once he found out that somebody needed it so they can stay warm. I mean, I'm telling you, he touched my heart when he was like, if you're trying to keep somebody warm, I'm not going to charge you. So I'm about to go drop off the pieces that I got to them. And then I will let him know how much they really going to need. And I kind of did a little bit more homework. And I guess a cord, C-O-R-D, that's something like a rack or something for firewood, I guess. I mean, again, y'all, I'm learning stuff. I'm learning stuff on the fly. And I'm sorry, y'all, right now, y'all know I can't look in the phone right now. So I appreciate y'all leaving messages and comments, but I can't look in the phone right now. I can only just talk as I keep my eye on the road. But when I get down here or come to a stop, I'll see what your comments are saying. But also, like I say, we're losing a lot of daylight right here. So I'm going to go drop off what I have. But like I say, I was doing a little bit more homework. And so this cord, rack of cord or something like that, I guess it's like a holding bin for firewood. And the lady referenced that they used to have that, but something happened. And so now this winter has come. And so whatever happened to their cord before, this is why they reached out to me to see if I knew someone who have firewood and so forth. And also I got to believe, I'm just guessing firewood must be expensive because I think places like 7-Eleven, your gas stations sell firewood. And I got to believe places like Lowe's. But I also got to believe the stuff is expensive, right? Because if somebody is asking about something that you know stores sell it, I got to believe, and I'm going to tell you this right here. I don't use firewood. But when I used to go to like 7-Eleven, and I used to see where they sell firewood, I believe it was 7-Eleven or maybe it was some other gas station. But when I used to see that firewood, and I think it'd be like, I don't know, $5 or $10. And I used to look inside that little thing and I'm like, people paying that much money for that? I mean, this is what I'm thinking to myself, because I'm like, that's a lot of money for them little couple of pieces of wood. And so that's what goes through my mind, that, man, people don't have all this money out here to buy. Y'all, let me see if I can get some light in here. There we go. That might, y'all may be able to see me a little bit better that way. But I got to keep my eye on the road for right now. But that's what I got to believe, man. Like, everybody don't got a lot of money for the amount of wood that they need to keep their house warm. See, we're not talking about going outside. Okay, I'm at a red light. Let me see here. Hello everyone. Sanchez, deport. Please don't be rude on here to no deport nobody. Stop doing stuff like that. Don't crash. I'm not gonna crash. Okay, y'all. I'm back driving again. I got to keep my eye on the road. But yeah. So I'm a get back with my neighbor. And I'm gonna tell you, he is already willing. He already said it. He's willing to give more wood for this cause. But at the same time, for me, I don't, and this is something that I don't like to, I don't want nobody to feel because of how I do things in my life. I don't want my neighbor to feel obligated to do it for free. So I'm gonna let them know, I'm willing to pay out my pocket, for that wood. But also this couple, they're willing to pay something as well. I just got to believe that they want to pay a cheaper price. And so, for instance, let's just say, for instance, if because they're not asking for no handout. Let me be clear about that. They're not asking for no handout, but I also got to believe that they're trying to find something that's reasonable, because this could be a very long winter, and going broke for firewood, to me, just, I mean, that's crazy. But I know a lot of people, keep their house warm that way, and so forth. But anyway, um, so even though my neighbor has already expressed being willing to give up more firewood for free, I'm gonna go ahead and bring these 15 pieces over here now. And I know somebody who know about firewood may say, yeah, those 15 pieces is not that much, but y'all, this is still 15 pieces that this couple do not have. So that, and then what I was about to say, because I don't know the price of the firewood. Let's say that firewood costs, I don't know, $2 a piece, and then for one piece of wood. Let's say it costs $2. Well, I would want my neighbor. To make, since he's willing to give it up for free, then make 50 cents off of each piece. Because I don't mind giving him something for some of that wood. And again, this couple is not asking for any handouts or anything like that. But being that my neighbor's willing to give it up for free, because that's what I want. I don't want to put my neighbor out. And that's not even promote on social media that, I know a lot of times we see people who do free work for people on social media. And so we create this mindset that everybody should be working for free. And that's not fair, because I could ask anybody this question right now. Do you go to work for free? Do you tell, your boss, hey, don't pay me on Friday. Don't pay me on Tuesday. I'm working for free. And the thing is, no, you're looking for a paycheck when you get done working, because you got bills to pay. And so that's what I want to make sure people understand. When you do something, make sure you're not doing it because you feel obligated or whatever. Let it be that the Lord is leading your heart to do that. And the word of God lets us know that, when we are going to be I'm paraphrasing, when we're going to bless somebody, God will provide exactly what you need to bless someone. The Lord will bless you with exactly what. So if the Lord know that there's somebody who needs $200 and you don't have it, but the Lord want you to bless them with $200, He'll put $200 in your way. He will. Somebody said $60 to $70 a cord. Okay. Even though I'm still learning about chords, but that gives me something to work with. Can you tell me who you are talking about? So what I'm talking about right now is there's an elderly couple. I'm about to go over here now and drop this wood. I'm at their house now. They sent me a message yesterday. It was in the evening. It was kind of late. And they needed some firewood to keep their house warm. And I told them that I would check on it. So to this morning, before I went to church, I went to my neighbor's house because he has a lot of firewood. And I was telling him I want to buy some because there's a couple that need some firewood to keep their house warm. Well, my neighbor basically told me I can get it for free. So I wound up getting 15 pieces from him for now, because he found out that I'm trying to help someone. And so he said he's not going to charge if I'm trying to keep somebody warm. And so that's where we're at now. My neighbor, his name is Paul. And so a big shout out to my neighbor. His name is Paul. And I appreciate him for being generous like this to help out when he didn't have to. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what I'm saying. Likes are free. Yeah, thank you. Now let me go back to any of y'all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna drop the wood off, and then I'll come back to the comments. It says $6 for 4 pieces. My goodness, man. $6 for 4 pieces? And whew, wow. I hope jelly is never comfortable anywhere. I'm not sure about what that's about. Y'all, I'm gonna go let me go drop this the wood off right quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring y'all with me. I just have to, I don't even know if they here. But anyway, let me bring y'all on out here with me. And earlier when I talked to them, they told me just put it on the side of the house. So that's, but you know what? I'm gonna put it on the porch. I'm gonna put it on the porch. They said put it on the side of the house. I know somebody saying, well, do what they said do, but I'm gonna put it right here on the porch so that they definitely won't miss it and stuff like that. Yeah. And so y'all, this answers the question, because people have asked me in the past, like, how do you meet these people and how do these things happen? And this is a prime example of how it happened. You just in your house, you get a message, somebody has a need. Everybody's need is different. And here's the thing, if my neighbor didn't have any firewood, I'm gonna have to say I probably wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be dropping off any wood. They still would need some firewood to warm their house. But I say that to say this: God is always going to make a way. That's just the thing. And so basically I would be here. I know you're like, well, you just said you wouldn't be here. God, long time ago, that I was gonna have a neighbor who collects firewood. You get what I mean? Like, that's when you just trust. When you trust in God, you know everything is just gonna absolutely work out all the time. So, all right, hold on, y'all. This wood add up in the weight. All right. I'm not sure they back yet. They might be. I run the doorbell. They might be back. But what's the wood? What the wood look like? It look old. My neighbor gave me a little history on that. I'm glad you asked that. My neighbor gave me a little history. Oh, they here. I'm just gonna. I put that wood right there. Yeah, and so I'm gonna get with my neighbor, cause I gotta. When you said that thing about the cords, I didn't know what that was, but I'm gonna get with him, and then I get back with you. Okay, but yes, ma'am. But that's 15 pieces right there. All right. All right. All right. So. All right. Somebody said something else. Wait a minute. I gotta be careful with this phone, y'all. Trust God, even for the little things. Absolutely. What wood look like? So the wood looks old. Which is what my neighbor, because when I got to my neighbor's house this morning, he had a lot of wood out there, and a lot of it looked like a tree just got cut down. Like that's how shiny it is. And that's when he told me that wasn't ready yet. So he took me to another pile that he has, and he was like, this is, so I said that, it look old. I said, that look old. And he said, that's how you know when it's ready. So that's what it looks like. It look old, like, yeah, dried up. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Ring the doorbell after you drop it off so they will answer. And then, yeah, I just did. So, yeah, she came out. the lady did, and she said thank you, and everything. So y'all, that's the gist of it. I'm about to head back home, but I wanted to show this to glorify God, but also to show someone, because people have asked, how does it happen, right? You don't hate me, you love me, and Caleb Jones, you don't hate me. I don't believe you, okay? Because I haven't done anything for you to hate me. So I love you. But y'all, this is how it happens. You just be in a position to be used by God. And that's the end of it right there. Just like that. Hey, I thank you all. It's dark, y'all. So I'm gonna head back to the house. You look smart. Hey, God uses us, absolutely. See, the thing is, I won't be able to see the comments while I'm driving, and so I don't want to just hold y'all up on here for this drive back to the house. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be greedy and trying to hold y'all up. I love the word I received. Amen. I had several oak trees cut down this past summer. Couldn't even give it away. It would have made excellent firewood. Yet this is in Southeast Texas. Yeah, I don't know how the weather get down there, but I can tell you this. I have had I've put like this. I've thrown away a lot of trees from people's properties, and I've never thought to keep that stuff. And so I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm already thinking ahead. I'm gonna probably put some pallets in my backyard. And so throughout the whole summer, when I get some wood, I'm probably gonna keep it, cut it up, and I'm gonna be giving away free wood in the wintertime. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people who probably not going to like me doing that because it may take away from them. And I'm not trying to take away from people who make a living that way. But I never even thought about this. But now that I know, and that's the thing, when you come into knowing something, and the thing is, I don't have to have big piles of it, but I want to have some for what if somebody else, if the Lord bless me to live, come next winter, because that's when people need it, somebody else needs some free wood. Well, I want to be in a position, because God gave me the wisdom now, hey, just have some pieces, cut some up throughout the year, put it aside, keep it off the ground. And y'all, that's how it happens, and so forth. Old, disabled, not eligible. Okay, don't read that. Boom, moving on. Why is it so dark already? Excellent. Oh, listen, I don't know what part of unless you're in Hawaii, or I'm trying to think where, unless you in Arizona. I think Arizona and Hawaii are the only two states that don't play with the clock moving back and forth. So if you anywhere else in the world, no, you must be out there in California. I'm on the East Coast. There it is. That's going to sum it up right there. I'm on the East Coast. That's why it's dark already. I had to remember everybody in a different time zone. So, yeah. H-Town. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I really appreciate y'all. I know I keep saying I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to take a ride back to the house. Y'all stay with me. If y'all want to converse with one another, I check your comments when I get back to the house. It's probably going to take me about 8 to 10 minutes to get back home, and then I'll see what's up. If anything comes to my mind, though, while I'm driving, I'll share it with you all. And actually, something does come to my mind already as soon as I said that. And that's just letting you all know some things that I plan to doing. But this is going to be a whole nother YouTube channel. And I would hope you all would be willing to support me on that channel. So I got contacted by this realty company. Is it realty or realtor? I don't know. It's called Liz Moore and Associates. Liz Moore and Associates. I was contacted by one of the agents there, and they have a property that they want me to do the hedges. They want me to do the hedges over there. They've seen my work, and so y'all, this is another opportunity and to get paid. Let me be clear about that. And everything. If you get listen, if you're able to get in with a realty company and in the business that you do, listen, make sure you do good with them, because if you do good with them, these realty companies will talk about you, and then other realtors will contact you. And so I sent them my price today to do those hedges, and I plan to. I did a little live over there on that channel that I plan to be doing this on, but when I look to make it more official, I'm hoping I'm able to let you all know what's the name of that channel. And that channel is just going to be me just cutting hedges. That's what it's going to be about. Me just cutting hedges and talking about, how to price for cutting hedges and stuff like that. That's going to be the pretty much the gist of that particular channel. But that channel's not up and running officially yet. Like I say, I did a little live over there today, but nobody knows about the channel, so nobody came through when I was on live. But God has given me over the years a lot of gifts and talents, and I want to use them. And matter of fact, if I can share with you all about how the Lord blessed me to really grow in doing hedge trimming, I would really appreciate that. So back in 2017, in the month of August is when I gave my life to the Lord. That's when I repented of all of my sins, told the Lord that I was sorry for my sins, for everything I've done wrong. I asked him into my heart, and he saved me. The next year, 2018, the church that I was going to, and I still go to now, where I wound up telling them